All right, whenever you're ready. You want to start? Or you want me to do the intro and then you'll start?
I'm Thaddeus Jones. And after I'm done making love to a sweet woman, I'd use dude wipes. Because when I make love, it's not to dudes. Sorry.
Hi!
I meant to throw it that way.
Welcome to Four Thumbs Down.
It's my turn.
You just started it!
You ruined greatness just now.
You want to start over?
Yes. Hi, I'm Thaddeus Jones. And that dog just sniffed. Hi, I'm Thaddeus Jones. And this is upside down until I did this. Because they're dude wipes. And we like to do it upside down. That's Matt. I'm Little Jumper Dude. And no, I'm not drunk. But the Dodgers are the National League champs.
True. Congratulations, boys.
Cheers to that with my warm apple juice. And this is Four Thumbs Down. Even though they're not thumbs, they're fingers. That's the intro.
That was our intro. I'm sorry for that. I apologize. And after, I didn't know what he was going to do.
Don't apologize. That was great.
Welcome to Four Thumbs Down. This will be our season finale.
Yeah.
For Alien Earth. Don't worry, we're coming back in 2 weeks. I'm going on vacation.
I'm coming.
Not really, but yeah. But yeah, we'll be back in like 2 weeks. I'm not sure what we're going to do next. We got a bunch of options, so just stay tuned.
Yeah.
And then again, if you're watching, fill our comments with whether you want to do the call-in thing.
Yes.
We'll add a phone number. We just want to know if it's worth the time and the money.
Yeah.
Because we're still hoping Dude Wipes send us money. Just saying.
Yep.
But we are here to talk about the season finale of Alien Earth. Why don't you start it off? What was this one called again?
This one was called Real Monsters.
Real Monsters was the title.
And we didn't know until a couple minutes ago, because we're just enjoying the ride.
Yep.
It was the finale.
The season finale.
And which makes sense as some of the things that we're going to talk about.
Yep.
And now I'm like, oh, that's why they went that direction.
Yeah.
Usually it's been the tennis ball act of like,
Yeah, we talked about the roller coaster effect.
like information one episode, action the next. So, yeah, let's just jump right into it.
Can I say one thing real quick?
Yeah.
This was some straight up, if you haven't seen it, my God, this was my favorite episode out of all 8. By far. And I mean, the first 2...
I'm still on number 2.
Yeah, I mean, that was really... Today, I think maybe because I didn't expect it to end. I didn't realize it was a season finale, so I clicked on it and went, wait, season finale. Been 8 episodes. But again, wasn't thinking that because it was a pilot series, maybe they wouldn't go full 12 to 14.
Yeah.
So 8 worked really well. It should have been called the freaking Rise of the Machines. It was straight up some James Cameron shit.
No kidding.
Oh my God.
Speaking of like rising machines, remember how I was saying tasers win everything?
Yeah.
No, why won't they shoot this thing? It seems like when it's outside, that's the only time they actually try to shoot it with bullets. Earlier, they shot it. I'm like, did they just shoot this thing with a beanbag? What the was that? And I think it's interesting that you were saying Rise of the Machines. Reality's starting to hit with these machines in there, or the synthetic system, going, wait a minute, we are dead. We're kids and
and we can do whatever we want.
We got the technology to do all kinds of... Hey, wait a minute. And Wendy.
Oh,
she is bossing up, my man.
And the things that they've touched on, like her abilities to control electronics. Mm-hmm. You see this movement a lot when she's controlling the screens and the monitors. That's all we've really seen her control until this episode, where she realizes she can control fucking everything.
I got a comment for that later. That's later in my notes. She was doing certain things. I'm like, I got the perfect comparison of who she is.
All right.
Well, I'm away. Yeah, I'm away. Right. But yeah, Boy Genius is also starting to get a little bit smarter too.
Yep.
So he's trying to figure out what Bali's all about.
Okay, we've touched on the fact that Bolly terrifies the shit out of me.
And he still won't find his eyeball. I think because he hates Bolly, he will intentionally not look for it.
At first, it was cute, and now I'm like, no, kill that fucking thing. And you know which scene I'm talking about when he goes after the brother.
Then she kicks the shit out of it.
I'm like
a hacky sack.
Like, she does, but she still doesn't kill it. And I was hoping to God she would just step on the fucking thing. And she barely saves Joe. Barely. I thought, as he's fighting the thing.
That thing's agility
is
insane. Unmatched, but yet his grip sucks.
Yeah. And I am curious, I get the boy genius I was talking about, like, oh, I wish I could talk to you, let's put you in a person. And then they plan that.
And then he was sitting there going, when he did that look, and then the goat did this, he's like,
oh, fuck.
Well, what about old boy over here? So, yeah. Tell me when they got in the elevator, just without even knowing what was going to happen, just for some reason, they got in that elevator, I'm sitting there going,
why are you getting in the elevator?
It's a trap.
Yeah.
It's a trap.
It's a trap.
So, yeah.
The second that thing opened, and he goes, did you call it? And she goes, no. I'm like, well, then why the fuck are you getting in the elevator? And they did. And it was just like, I said this before. He's probably behind the dome. Don't go in there. He's behind the dome.
And the only thing I thought was Cinema Sins. Convenient elevator.
Yeah, convenient as fuck. And then the excuse was that was the only space where the air conditioning was working. So they got in the fucking elevator. And the funniest part is, there's four of them. Three get in, and then the one lead military guy that you see in the beginning of the show, he's training his gun on the roof in the elevator, like something's coming through the fucking. And I'm like, yeah, that's where my gun will be pointed to.
Right.
And then you have a camera angle very briefly that's like a security camera in the elevator that I honestly thought was the point of view of the alien.
Right.
And it turns out it was just a security camera. Mm-hmm. And then Wendy starts fucking with him by adding a self-destruct to an elevator. Yeah. Which I'm like, what? And she just turned on the self-destruct and countdown 15 seconds, and they're all the synthetics are like laughing and dancing and counting 10, 9, 8. You're like, oh my god, because they're children. It was funny as hell. It started off like, why are you getting in the elevator? And then it became comedy, which was this entire episode. It went from like high stakes to funny to high stakes to funny.
There was a lot of pun. There was a lot of everything in this.
Yeah, that's why it was my favorite. It really was.
Speaking of favorite, and I talked about this a couple episodes back. It finally happened. Mm. Timothy and Morrow finally fight. And as I was expecting, Black Guy did win. He did. He busted his ass. It was a good fight.
It was a good fight, and it was a nice metaphor at the end when he was saying he was... I can't remember John Henry with the hammer.
Yes.
He's trying to beat the machine by digging through the
Didn't he die
at the end? And that kind of distracted him for a second. Because he's like, what motherfucking shit? But he did fuck up Timothy Oliphant hard, which surprised me because Timothy is synthetic.
Didn't they ever teach you?
What?
Insert.
Well, let me give you a word of advice. Always bet on black.
I'm just saying, one's a synthetic, one's a human with a crazy arm. You know, it's called a Winter Soldier arm just because that's funny.
Yeah.
I really thought that synthetic was going to kick the crap out of him.
Terminator 2 arm.
There you go.
T-1000.
We're going to go James Cameron, yes. But it was a good fight. And the best part was Timothy Oliphant, after he knocks him out, is crawling and grabs some rope. Yeah. And two of the younger synthetics come in and he's like, here, tie him up. And they tie him up instead. Right. And you go, ooh, plot twist. Right. That was the beginning of the big plot twist.
What are you doing?
What are you doing? Tying you up, motherfucker.
So, speaking of which, the one cliche, and this is a Marvel reference.
The one cliche?
One of the many, I guess you'd say. The finger snap lives.
Yeah.
Again.
Yep.
And, yeah. Wendy's... Alright, so, remember I was saying, like, I got the perfect, like, description of who Wendy is? Wendy is Simon Phoenix from Demolition Man.
Ooh.
You like that?
That's good.
How she went to sleep and woke up just with all the hacks.
Yeah. That's a good...
Same thing happened to Simon Phoenix. He woke up speaking multiple languages, knew the code to get out of the freaking chair. Mm-hmm. Daddy man. You guys are... Ah! But yeah, knew how to hack everything, and here's Wendy doing the same exact thing. Swiping right, looking at everybody, spying on people.
And then when the other synthetics were... Because they're in a cell together. Yeah. Realize she has all the power. They go from being like, what are we going to do? To like, what are we going to do? And that was the great... Like I said, the way the dynamic just shifted from the boy genius who's all powerful, the Wizard of Oz, if you will, to
Right.
he's nobody because she realizes she has all the power, and he goes, you can see on his face, he just kind of goes, fuck. Yep.
Speaking of fuck, who the hell taught Ginger Chick how to punch?
Yeah.
Well, I'm watching her punch this person out, and I'm sitting there going, why does her arm motion look like she's trying to do an eye poke or punch the person like Mac did in Super Troopers, where he's just all wrist, and I'm like, what is that?
He was the fight coordinator because, dude, just saying.
That was pretty bad.
Maybe she just can't fight. Some actresses can't. Some actors, performers cannot fight. It happens.
I like the whole thing is, my name is Jane. When they were like on the in the little cell, it was like, your name is this, and then said nothing to the long haired chick that they called the snitch. Like, my name is Jane. She just looked at her like, okay, bitch.
I will say that the one surprising thing that has continued is the one xenomorph. Well, I should say the first xenomorph, because now we have the baby.
Right.
I'm still fascinated by the fact that it's brown. You've never seen like a brown xenomorph before. And
there's one of these.
yeah, that's what I'm talking
There's
about.
the one that
Came out of the
birth.
doctor.
But then also now the doctor one is still.
No, we see the doctor one at the very end. When he's hanging onto the cage and the baby one's right in front of him.
No.
Yeah.
No, because not get ahead, but let's count them. Wendy's,
Right.
the one that was in the little cage, that was the teenage one. That's the one that's at the end. We're not even counting.
Oh, that's right. There's the other
There's
one.
a third.
Yeah.
We haven't even seen yet.
But what's interesting though is the fact that so there's a scene when they go after the psychiatrist doctor, the female.
Yes.
When she's at the graves, and the teenager Wendy's xenomorph walks right up, growls, does the classic alien drool thing, doesn't kill her.
That's when they shot Bob
They
with
shot him.
beanbags.
Yeah, they shot him in the head, and then I'm like, he could have killed the fucking thing.
Shot
Kill the
him.
fucking
They
thing.
shot it with beanbags.
Yes, but still, there are still eggs available inside the unit.
There's 3 more.
I'm
eggs.
waiting for one of these creatures instead of just killing everyone, which is all they've been doing, which is fine. It's fun. I'm waiting for one of these things to grab a person and hold them into that cell where the other eggs are, so they can produce more. Because that's been the alien theme in all the films.
That's gonna be. They're gonna.
That's gotta be in season 2.
They're gonna save that for season 2.
Yeah. So far, it's been just a fucking bloodbath, which has been very fun.
And also, one of the things I want to bring up is everyone's being finessed from all angles.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody. You got Boy Genius trying to whittle his way out of everything. You've got his assistant, Mr. Strickland, who's trying to also do the finessing. You've got Timothy's character, who's still trying to figure shit out.
He's playing some angle. I'm not sure what it is yet.
I'm not sure what his angle is. Waylon still hasn't completely gotten there. They're there, but they haven't really gone.
They arrived at the end.
Arrived yet.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? You got Waylon trying to finesse it. There's finessing being done at all freaking angles. Then that led to our favorite thing to talk about: Bolly's free.
Bolly's free. And we're going to see some interesting stuff in season 2 because when you watch this episode, after Bolly tries to get Joe, which I hated, but Bolly gets free. I like Bolly when he's on his own because he's cute until he tries to get inside a person, and then it's like, nah. Mm-hmm. But when Bolly gets loose, and then he finds the dead doctor on the beach, and the funniest thing when you see this scene is right at the very end, is he kind of looks at the dead guy who had an alien rip itself out. So I went, is this going to work? This guy's dead.
I've had my nose. Bolly pulled a Thriller.
He did. But he walks up and he kind of look, and he almost does like
you don't need this.
Yeah, he almost does an aside to the camera, like he looks at the doctor and kind of like looks around the beach. But you know that was for the audience. Like, you think I should do it?
He's like,
yeah.
You thinking
And
about
then
being?
he crawls up and he just goes, pops the guy's eye out and throws it over. It's like, meh, don't need that no more. Pops in, and then you see him start to. You're like, oh shit. So that'll be interesting because when Bolly had his first crew member on the ship in the flashback, the mechanic, he didn't talk. He made weird goat noises. Like a guy was like, didn't communicate.
Water, sugar.
Men in Black reference, nice. But I'm curious because Boy Genius is always, I wish you could put you in a human seat. You must be so smart.
Yeah.
And obviously Bolly's very smart. So when he's in the doctor, will he be able to talk? And will he actually have whatever knowledge Bolly has and the doctor's knowledge?
Well, speaking of that, even though you jumped ahead, but it's still fucking awesome. I'm gonna go back for a little bit.
Yep.
One thing we did learn, Mr. Strickland got hands.
Mm-hmm.
I like how he was throwing that bitch around for a
I did
minute.
not expect that at all.
But in the middle of that fight, we learned one thing that you and I both love. You know what Wendy has? Wendy has the Force. Because that motherfucker went mid-swing.
She literally,
And I love the camera work is just...
yeah, she's just, like she's trying to self-defense move, and he's
just...
And the best part is as he freezes,
he's just looking...
and she's not sure, and his eyes are moving like, fuck, what's
He's
going
like,
on?
Who hit the pause button?
Why can't I? And she's like, yeah, I'm in control, bitch.
Yeah.
That's not the line.
That's
what she said.
Who programmed Wendy.
Yeah.
Somebody put all
Something.
this cool
Yeah,
shit in
because
it.
she's got all we don't know yet why she has all these powers, and none of the others do.
So, we're naming all this awesome stuff, but I gotta talk about only one complaint out of the whole episode. Let me see. If you can complain about one thing out of that episode, or one bad thing, what would you say it was?
I don't really have any complaints. I really enjoyed it.
Really?
Off the top of my head, throw me what you got, and I'll see if I can relate.
The lighting between the Boy Genius scene and the Xeno ruined that scene for me. That behind the back flashing shit.
we're in the big
dude,
hall. Yeah,
it ruined everything for me. Because they're walking out, and this big old giant strobe light's going off behind them. And then, only time it was fairly okay is when it ran by him, tripped him up, and went to the other, soldier and everything. But still, the same light pulsing. I'm like, dude, come on. Let us enjoy seeing this thing that you guys have put so much effort into.
I think
I hated the lighting on that scene.
I think they're still trying to add some kind of mystery to the xenomorph. I mean, we've seen it many times.
That was the one time.
But every time we see it,
let it be an alien. The lighting you guys had before then, where it was semi-dark, just let it be.
Yeah, I agree with that.
That ruined it.
Every time we see the xenomorph, it's always, if you see the whole thing, it's always for a quick second, and the rest of the time it's always the head angle and the drooling. Other than the one time on the ship where it stood erect, and you saw the thing like 7.5 feet tall,
and then a few times in the jungle. Too.
Yeah, but I'll give it that because what I will say about that scene, that was the one scene where I went, okay, Wendy actually does have some form of control over the xenomorph because
somebody.
It was going after Boy Genius, and she just made a little click, 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 and all it did was knock him on his ass and killed the soldiers behind him.
Snap.
Yeah.
Goodbye.
So, that, not only when one of the last lines in the whole episode is like, we're in control now.
Right.
She didn't mean just the electronics in the building.
Oh, no.
She's like, we are in control now.
And I love the well, before we get to the very end, 'cause that's where we're at. Something finally happened. Plenty attacked.
Oh, yes! Oh!
I didn't see that coming.
Me either, and that was a little disturbing.
It proved my point, though, about some of these creatures don't attack synthetics.
Yes.
Some of them. The flying little mosquito thing.
That was cool.
That did.
Yep.
But notice it with Isaac, nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing, just kind of like, oh, you're not real, so...
Why bother?
I'm lactose intolerant. I white shit, no, I'm good. But then when here comes chocolate milk, that motherfucker said, dude, and if you notice, in the background, if you rewatch that episode, in the background, you see it moving.
Oh, across the ceiling?
Yeah, at first I was like, look at that.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden...
And that was this is exactly what I'm talking... Because we've touched on this in the past. Every time you see this thing, especially the first time on the ship...
It does a background check.
Yes. It does. Like, goes after the redhead who had Bolly go after her. Because Bolly was like, I just want to be inside anything I can control. It went towards the redhead. It did this a little bit, but kind of like, nah. Like you said, lactose intolerant.
Yeah.
But with that poor girl...
Oh, that motherfucker said, ooh, chicken fingers. Smash. That was racist. Whoops. No,
it was like, if you've ever seen the movie Beastmaster from 1982 or whatever, classic.
Or if you get like Cane's Chicken and Popeyes, you'll notice the difference.
There's a great...
My apple juice burns.
It's true. There's a great moment in Beastmaster where they have these winged humanoid creatures that will wrap their prey, usually people, up and just suck everything out and just drop
Like
it. I was like, I could make a real. I'm not going to. All right, but no. When did we name this? What do we call it?
Planty.
Planty.
Bali, Planty.
Bali,
We're
Planty.
just so
Sorry,
lazy
yeah.
with the names, but they
Technicalities.
You know what we're talking about.
When Planty went after the redhead, the black girl security guard and killed her, because every time we've seen the thing, it just kind of looks and maybe he's a vegetarian.
It runs credit.
And the way it took her down, just
Took her down. You mean you took her up?
Yeah, up and just enveloped her.
And then it was like he was like shooting. He's like, she's gone.
Yeah, there's no point. Leave the room.
Oh, that's right. He didn't shoot. It was her
gun
shooting gun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was good to see that alien.
You know what?
finally in action.
You know what they should have put there? And I'm gonna do another insert.
Oh, God.
Right when it picked up the black girl, we needed this insert. You're gonna love what I'm gonna put there. Sorry, I just got so many references up there. It's just lots of, At least I'm not cutting him off as much this episode.
True.
Yeah, I'm getting.
He's
better.
only had one glass of burning.
Shut up.
Juice.
Look at him snitching.
Anyway, yeah, that's what I've got pretty much. I mean,
That's
it went quick. It was only an hour and 3 minutes long. Oh, and again, final touch. And you said this best. Well, I've said this, but you cleared. Anyway, every episode.
See how hard it is
again,
from the compliment me? It hurt.
after 20 years. And at the end of every episode, they have a great 90s rock song.
Yes.
They started with Tool, Metallica. This one was
Smashing
Pearl
Pumpkins.
Jam, Smashing Pumpkins. Cherub Rock, too, which is my favorite Pearl Jam song. This was a song by Pearl Jam. They are definitely, this is where I'm going to quote you, they are aiming, their target audience is our generation. They're going after Gen Xers who grew up with Alien, probably on VHS, saw Aliens
That's
in
right.
the
We
theater.
talked about this off camera.
Yeah.
That's right.
So they're going after our generation, going, look, we know there are Alien fans, but they know Alien versus Predator, even though that came out in like 04. Gen Z and Gen Y might not know the classics. And because this takes place before Alien, aka 1987, this show is gunned at Gen X hard. And every time it ends with a classic 90s metal song. Pearl Jam's not metal, but they're probably one of the most metal songs. It's just, it ends and you're like, I'm happy. I'm good.
So I didn't get a chance to actually see or hear the last 10 minutes of the episode because I watched the last 10 minutes at work. But what he was talking about is, I was referring to the fact that a lot of the music directors and supervisors nowadays are around our age. So how you used to see like older movies, how the music, cycled around their time and their generation. That's why you see like a lot of like overly used 70 songs and 80 songs in certain movies. Now you've got action movies for us. Now they're using our music from high school and junior high. So the tide is finally turning of like, okay, we used all your mom and dad's music for their movies. It's our turn. To,
And they've picked
Yeah.
great songs so far.
Oh yeah.
So kudos to
They've got to win for like best music.
seriously.
Speaking of, sorry, here we go. Off topic. So I'm doing the rally with Run Rally in November, and I'm putting all my music together for my drive. The score for F1 is amazing. I think Hans Zimmer does it again, bro.
Yep. It's
Anyway,
true.
but damn, that sucks. It was the season finale.
It was.
Which explains why they're going certain directions now. But the final shot was the best shot.
True.
And I think it's amazing. It's so different that the Xeno now knows who's who and doesn't attack them. Because the final shot is them at the cage. They're all just sitting there with Genius Boy, Timothy, and Morrow all in the jail together.
And Boy Genius is tied
up like Jesus. I think I thought that was funny.
That's got to be a metaphor for something.
Yeah. And then they're all just standing out there, and there's the Xeno hanging on the cage like, and then here comes little teenage Xeno right here, which means that's two Xenos that's not attacking humans or synthetics now. But once again, there's still a third one out there
Yeah, a rogue
growing and it's gonna get hungry. And
So it becomes like, who do we
I
sacrifice?
think what's gonna happen is my prediction for season 2. That Xeno eventually will break the glass and free those eggs.
I think, yeah. I
But
mean,
here's the problem: the eggs only trigger when there's something close to it.
something human. Or
Something human.
Something living, I should say.
Something living,
Yeah.
yes. So, because, like I said, we've seen a million eggs in different scenarios, and even with the synthetic, well, look at that, playing with it, nothing happens.
Yeah.
The minute something has a pulse, that egg goes, ooh, food. So, season 1, man. So, we got some other cool stuff happening. We got some other episodes off
too.
Alien Earth that we're about to shoot. We're going to take a 1 week break because he's going to go out of town. And we're going to change some things up. Maybe
Yeah, we have some ideas. We talked
maybe have
about.
a background. I don't know.
What, do you want to give them a hint?
Sure. Yeah.
We talked about favorite Star Wars movie
Oh,
out of the entire franchise. So we're not going to include the cartoons.
No cartoons,
the
just
animated, the
the-
movies.
just
so it
the
means you have
movies.
11 films to
That
choose
Kathleen Kennedy ruined.
from. Favorite Batman movie of all time?
Yes.
And that can be
No, we said favorite Batman.
Batman and or movie.
Okay, hey, let's do both.
Yeah, let's do both. Fuck it.
All right, cool.
We also talked about, if you're a Paramount fan, Yellowstone was my favorite, and then they did Landman, and then they did Lioness, or I'm sorry, Lioness, then Landman. All 3 series are great, so we're going to talk about those.
And
at some
also,
point.
no, we did Lioness versus SEAL Team.
Oh, that's right, Lioness versus SEAL Team. Yeah.
Yes.
Different networks, both great shows.
We were gonna do what was it? Damn it, Terminalist, but we both agreed that one was just on
Just,
a
it's on a whole different level.
totally.
And I just
level.
finished Dark Wolf yesterday, which was really good, but Terminalist holds its own
Yes.
special place. It's amazing. And season 2 should be out really soon.
Yes.
They haven't told us when yet, because damn it, Chris Pratt.
Right.
But it's supposed to be coming out soon. They were just waiting for Dark Wolf to run its course.
hopefully, my man, Neil Brown Jr. and maybe we can get you in on a Zoom call, maybe to talk about it, talk about your time there. He's also casted in the new Martin project.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
So, congrats to him. So, yeah, we got a lot of stuff coming up for season 2. But
Yep.
thank you guys for being a part of season 1. Thank this guy right here, man. He's been doing a fantastic job keeping me in check.
I try. Doesn't always work.
It doesn't.
But no, yeah. So that was season 1.
Yeah.
Leave us some comments. Please don't roast us too hard. We have fragile egos. But let us know again the phone thing, and then if you have anything else you want us to talk about, any other series, movies, music, video games. There's plenty of stuff coming out.
Yeah, dude, Sandra Bullock versus Reese Witherspoon.
There you go. That would be interesting. Actually, right now,
Sandra Bullock wins.
Reese Witherspoon versus Jennifer Aniston, because their new series, Morning Talk.
Well, I got a great one. Living Single versus Friends.
Oh God! Don't get him started.
Sorry,
on this.
I'm trying to start shit now.
Yeah. We had a long discussion about this. Let's not.
It only lasted 5 minutes because I wanted, because we all know that Friends took their all over this Living Single.
Not gonna get into that right now.
You know I'm right. You know I'm right.
So thank you for tuning in to 4 Thumbs Down, brought to you by Dude Wipes. Not yet, but we're open.
Yes. And it's brought to you by you. Shit.
Yeah, enjoy.
Appreciate you guys.
Yeah.
All right. Season's finale, man.
Season down.
Both of us. Have a safe trip, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah. Of course, if you see any Patreon stuff, get something for both of us.
I am going back to New England, so.
Okay. All right, right here.
Peace.
Bye, motherfuckers.